Okay, so coming up on the show this week, we will be out on the water testing the drone boat with waypoints missions and autonomous functioning. So it's got a flight controller in the hull, it's got a GPS, and it's got a single drive stern at the rear. So it's all going to be tested for endurance out there.
We thought this fight was ours alone, but powers beyond us tear us apart. A throne has promised.
Okay, so it's made up of a lot of 3D printed parts for the hull structure. It's got a single drive shaft motor, and we have a GPS, we have a Pixhawk flight controller running it internally, and a long range receiver up to 30 kilometers.
Darkness driving us like threads of blood, invisible drawn.
I think I just have to turn back. You reckon? It's getting shallower and shallower.
And 3, 2, 1, go! H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing! Yeah! Welcome to the show, the H-Outdoor Racing Show! And we are back. I'm Harry. And I'm Richard. Thanks very much for joining in. To thank all our sponsors, and of course, most importantly, you for tuning in.
Yes, it's a cool one. And what are we doing this week on the series that we're making?
That's right, so this is all about the autonomous drone boat. That's the one. 3D printed design, power boat, very much inspired by boats like Don Johnson used to use in Miami Vice.
Yes, it's a cool one. And in the previous episode, we designed it on a CAD software, and then we 3D printed the parts and then printed them all out on the K1, and then stuck them all together, sanded. There was quite a lot of phases, and then we added all the electronics, flight controller, and all the good stuff. And make sure you go back and check all that out.
And we also did a lot of water testing out on the water, and we did it on the last one. We were out in the harbour in Opal there, and we were testing the waypoint missions with Ardupilot, right?
Yes.
Autonomous missions, and we had Mavlink working. We're going to continue this on a little bit more, and we're going to aim for more extensive range, right? And ideally chase it behind it with an inflatable full-size boat. So little boat, full-size boat.
That's the plan. So we'll see what happens. It should be a good one. If you haven't done it already, make sure you give the thumbs up button and subscribe to watch the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So without further ado,
And
3, 2, 1, race!
Nice. This time. All right, so it's been a few years. So let's see if this bad boy fires up. Good sign.
Good sign. Okay, so no choke, throttle.
Alright, so there you have it. Evinrude's better than Yamaha. What? Okay, let's try and drive. Go for it, Richard. As you can tell, we've discovered an issue. You listen to right there. It's in fact an air leak. So we're going to have to repair it. Let's go and do that. Okay, so here we are on the bench, and while the big boat dries, we'll start working on the little guy. Give him a check on the bench, and it's always probably a good idea to do that before we go out and hit the water. So let's go and do that.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Okay, let's plug this battery in. Good sound. So we're plugged in and ready to go. We've pressed the arm switch, and we're just going to do a little bench test to see if everything's working in the right configuration. So to the right, and that'll pull it around to the right, won't it?
Yeah.
And then to the left, that'll pull around to the left. Okay, so spooling up the motor in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Okay, disarm. There you go. So that's the disarm working, and it's coming up on the full parameter list there. And then I'll just do another little check to see if that's going to work. Okay, yep. And 3, 2, 1.
Motors armed.
Yeah, good tone.
Oh, it's still loading over there.
Bring that down. Yeah, it's all good. Armed, and away we go. There you go. Just like that. So that's a good bench test.
Disarmed.
And a beep there, so that means we're doing it right. There you go. So we just wait for this little Mavlink to load in properly. And once this is all checked, we'll go out into the ocean. Alright, so there you go. We've got the boat behind us and everything seems to be working. What do you reckon, Eric? Yeah, it should be exciting. It's one of those things where you go out with the boat, it's always a good day. And hopefully a little air that was leaking, hopefully we'll seal that off now so we can go and chase this guy out of the water. That's what it's all about. Go and see how far this little boat can go. So it's not so much, you know, at the moment, at this point in time, we're not worried so much about the little guy as we are with the big guy, which is ironic, isn't it? Yes. Oh, very cool. What's the tide like? We're coming onto a low tide at the moment. Low tide? Okay, so it should be good for the location. Shouldn't really impede us on that one. So we'll just keep going and let's get into it. Should be fun. Let's get there. We're competing with these windy corners, but that's what it's like in the Bay of Islands. You know, we got windy corners. So there you go. Yeah, not straight roads. So yeah, we've got the trailer on the back with the boat, so that is good. And let's go and chase this autonomous boat out of the water. Should be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. Looking forward to it. So we're in Tihami, Bay of Islands here. And yeah, so we're just booting up mission plan. So it's linked to it with telemetry at the moment. So what you're seeing is what's happening in real time over here. That's where we are in the world. Oh, just going to click some dots. Click some dots to get it done. Click some dots. Spin the right, left, 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 right, X, X. I was thinking of like the PlayStation, it was like X, 0, circle, triangle, right? And then get that done, and then I will show you what we're done. Yeah. Let's go and have a look at the mission. Yeah. Okay, so here we are loading the mission into the planner, and we can see the little boat there, and it will be the planners that will head out there and then over to this point here, which is in line with that point there, and then we'll come back and we'll chase it with the boat. So that's the plan. We'll start here and then we'll go out into the channel, past that sandbar, try and keep away from that, go out into the channel and go along there, and then we'll end up there, over there somewhere, and then come back and back to here. That's the plan. So we're going to see what happens. Putting down the hatches.
Engine went, yeah.
And just checking this, right, left, yeah, was that good?
Yeah.
Give a bit of throttle.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Okay. You all good?
I think so.
How's he riding in the water, right?
I think so.
All good? Let's start with choke, I guess. Oh, I'll just try on that. All good? So you get him going in front of us. You jump on here. I got the boat. You cut the throttle. Sandbar's pretty intense out there, right? See how far it goes? We're going to have to change our vector.
Okay, here it comes.
Here it comes, yeah. Are you ready to go?
It's a bit low tide, right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if the waypoints are correct.
For this mission. But anyway, we'll bring around.
Okay, away we go. And the autonomous mode is being enabled. Be a little careful here because it's a bit shallow. Very shallow. Okay. Okay. A bit shallow here, eh? But the mission is on. All good? Too hard. I think I just have to turn back. You reckon? It's getting shallower and shallower. Just cut it. Cut it.
Hey?
This is too hard.
Right.
Too shallow. So what's happening, Richard?
Too shallow.
But the mission was the idea was we're going to roll out that way and then head around over there. But where's all the water going? By the time we were ready, it's all gone, Richard.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but in this case, we ran out of water.
Yeah, and the boat's still good, so that's something. So try again next time.
What can you do? Yes, so thanks very much for tuning into this episode. We had to cut you short, but don't worry.
That's right. So Mother Nature had other ideas. We ran out of water. It was low tide. By the time we got ready, by the time we had dialed everything into the boat, we run out of time.
So there you go.
That's just the way it goes sometimes. But in the future, we'll get the timing right.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Yeah, there you go. So it's not just doing the stunt, it's all the things that go into it. So we wanted to share that with you, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It adds to the story, I think.
Yeah, I think it adds to the story. It's more about the, what do they say? More about the journey, not the destination. Is that right? I think it's the right phrase. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so for me, I just quite liked getting out on the water and putting it out there.
On the water.
Yes, out there on the water. Yes.
Define it.
It was a bit disappointing that the
Tide was out.
Tide was out because we got everything done.
We had
The map had it all, and mission planner had it all done,
Yeah.
and then we're like turned around.
Yeah.
And then
And also the reason why we keep pushing to keep going to that place was because we've been there before many years ago, and even though it is a low tide, there's still a distinct channel. But of course, over time, Mother Nature has different ideas, and now it is in fact. So it started deep, right? As soon as they're in the channel, it was deep, and we're like, oh no, it's all good, it's all good, we're good. And then as we got going, basically like this much of water.
it just the propeller was pretty much out of the water, and we were chopping air, so it's not so good. So we had to abort. Abort.
Okay, so the movie of the week is
The series. It's a TV series called The Sentinels.
That's right. So it's a French series. TV show?
Yep,
TV
this
show.
one, yep.
So it's very much sort of based in World War One.
Yes.
Reimagined version. Basically, super soldiers. Effectively, there's a team of effectively Captain America's going up against one opposition.
Yeah, there you go.
Super soldier.
Very cool, and super elite dudes. And yeah, you should check it out. It's cool. We like it.
The Sentinels. Check it out.
Okay, so that's that one, and moving on to the next segment.
Okay, so there's two different batteries that we were currently using. So on the last episode, remember, go and check that out, we actually used a different one. We used a 5500 milliamp hour 4S LiPo, and that worked quite well. But on this one, we thought, well, we'll go for longer range, and we miscalculated and went for the 8000 lithium ion battery pack.
Yes.
That has been made up for us. And it was a little on the heavy side. So I'm not sure if it came up in film, but
it was a little bit lower in the water.
Lower profile.
Yeah. So if you go back and see the first episode or second episode where you'll see it, and we have tried this one before, but I don't think we ever punched it up to full throttle. So on this one we did actually punch it up, and it was punching high, but then there was a lot of cavitation underneath, so the propeller wasn't cutting the air.
That's right. Effectively, it was just cutting the air. So we can't use that battery at this point in time.
No, unless
we maybe do some other kind of stuff.
What we could do is we could use, say, a 5500 maybe in parallel, stack them up that way.
Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, we'll have to figure something else out for that kind of distance, right?
Yeah.
And we have to thank all our sponsors. Thank you most importantly of all for tuning in.
Yes.
And stay tuned, and remember, hit that subscribe button, bell notification, because if you want to see this one out on the water, ideally water under the boat, then you'll need to stick around.
It's going to be a good one, and thanks very much from me. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. We'll see each other in the next one. Remember, we do live streams once a week. Episodes come out on a Tuesday.
Yep.
Lots to look forward to.
And you can support the channel on Patreon. So there you go. So we'll see each other
in 3, 2, 1, go! H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing! Yeah!